Today we are debuting our Swan Lake project. This is the most minimal, modern home we have ever designed. We actually completed it last August and installed it when it was nice outside, no snow on the ground. It's located in Minnesota, and our client, he has very specific taste, and I love that that helped push us in a direction that we have never designed before. We had an incredible team on this project. We worked with Peterson Keller Architecture and Elevation Homes, both so great at their craft, and it was wonderful to have all of those pieces working together. Although we didn't design the exterior, we worked with them to help select the finishes. We did this really great light stone paired with a dark vertical siding and shingle. Those materials have really natural tones, so they blend seamlessly with the nature surrounding it. It looks out onto this incredible lake, but then it also feels modern, which speaks to the architecture of the home. The property had an existing red barn, and as you can imagine, that did not flow with this beautiful modern house that was being built. So we painted it black, and I love how it turned out. When you walk into the home, the stone carries from the exterior into the interior, and it gave us a great backdrop to create this entry vignette. We have this light wood console that has this leather pull detail, black and white artwork, which you'll see is a theme throughout the home. Our client loves black and white. We had to push really hard even to get a navy blue pillow and a green room, which we'll show you later. But one of my favorite details about the vignette is that we used this incredibly angular lamp. It's very iconic, and I think it just sets the tone for the whole home. Once you are past the entry, you are greeted by soaring ceilings, beautiful windows that just span the entire back of the home with views to the lake. The great room, I love how the furniture is very clean, very minimal, but there's still a little bit of softness. We did a dark chocolate velvet on a sofa. Our client had to really get me to take away pillows. I love pillows, as you know, and he doesn't as much. So we met in the middle and did a lot of textural neutrals. It just feels serene. The real focal point in this space is this fireplace wall. It's all stone, there's no mantle, and you can actually see that it looks like one huge firebox, but the TV is off to the left, and so that gives the illusion of this big area. When space planning how the furniture would all lay out, the living room with the sofa, love seat, coffee table, that came together pretty easily. But we have this whole great room, and the living, dining, and kitchen all open up to each other. And so we have these little pockets of open space. And so we decided to add interest by doing these massive stone planters in the corner. And I love that they look great empty, or they could work with a tree. They just have a nice, worn, and textural feel to them that helps kind of roughen up the clean lines of this minimal house. We learned a lot through the design of this project, where to push, where to pull back, and we really had to figure out the lighting plan in here because you have kitchen, dining, living, but we didn't want a light fixture above every single one of those spaces. So we landed on one massive statement fixture over the dining table, which is in the center of this whole great space. This Lindsay Adelman fixture is very cool. It has almost this lightsaber effect, and I know it's not for everybody, but I think that that's what makes it great. It is specific to our client, and it really sets the tone for the whole home. This table was actually made by our client's friend, and I love those personal details in a home. We paired it with these gray chairs, which is great because it cools some of the warm woods that we have going on. In a home like this, do not mix and match the chair styles. It's best to select one and do that on all sides. This kitchen, we went through so many iterations of color combinations on the cabinetry and the countertops and how that worked with the wood floors and the beams. The cabinet color was really important because it is a seamless design, no hardware, so it is front and center, and it carries into this cabinetry in the great room. So we get a lot of whatever tone we were committing to, and we ended up going with a warm gray, which I think speaks to the lake house aesthetic, but then it's also just very neutral. Then we took the floors and we matched those to the beams. We usually do that in projects. We match them or we make it a really stark contrast. And then we have this white Carrara marble countertop, and one of my favorite details is that we carried it up in this little niche area with floating shelves. Another thing we played with a lot was the layout of the kitchen. It's huge. We could fit 2 islands, but we played with the orientation, and at the end of the day, this is where we landed because when you put the islands the other direction, it looked like 3 rectangles stacked with the dining table in line with them. So we ran the 2 islands so that you could tuck the stools on one island and then have the island with the sink and the cooktop clear so you could see the view to the lake. So this is a really big project, and we have quite a few more videos and spaces to share. You can get very little of it on McGee & Co., but stay tuned for more.